Alright, y'all. It's your girl Mo. About to do a super quick tutorial about to pot some bok choy. The other day I cut up some bok choy to cook, and I've been taking pictures and posting it. It's been growing day by day. So basically it was, you know, longer than this. Bok choy is kind of like a Chinese cabbage, but it's kind of elongated, and so it kind of gives you a celery vibe along the stalk, and then it has the big bushy green vibe, kind of similar to collards, to be honest, but it's more of a cabbage. So anyways, I chopped it towards the bottom, did 2 of them like that, and then I put these bottoms inside of a bowl of water, and it would soak up the water. So like day by day it would start to drain out, and I would just add more water. And so it's probably been about a week, and they look pretty sprouted. So I said, let me go ahead and get them on the ground, because each day I've been peeling off like layers from them because they've been looking not so great. So I figured, let me come out here and actually get them done. And some of them is getting root. I don't think you necessarily have to wait for the root, but I do know once you start seeing the sprout that it should be good to go. And yeah, this one starting to get some roots as well. So awesome. So what I'm gonna do is, I have like a smaller pot, then I have one that's a little bigger. I'm gonna just fill them up with some regular pot and mix. Any type of cheap pot and mix will work. This is some leftover one. If I run out of this bag, then I have a whole different type of pot and mix bag. That's just what I'm doing. So what I'm gonna do is, first I'm gonna peel off maybe some of the sides that's just not looking so great, because I see it's some life coming up right here too. So I'm gonna pull these sides off that look kind of gray, kind of brown. Get it more to the root, to the center. All right, that should be enough. And then for this one, same thing. Just take out some of the outer layer that's looking kind of dusty. Yeah, because it's life still being sustained inside of this bok choy just with a little water. Y'all, ain't that cool? All right, so here comes the fun part. You can use gloves, get work gloves, but I'm not. I'm just gonna use my bare hands. I'm gonna take my bucket, and I'm gonna scoop the dirt into my bucket. I'm not gonna fill it all the way up. I'm gonna fill it most of the way up, but I'm gonna leave some room so that I can add the bok choy. So pour a little bit more out. So got it almost filled up, and I'm gonna make a hole in the middle, and I'm gonna put, let me see which one is the smallest. So I'm gonna put the smallest one in here, and I'm gonna put this in the bigger bucket. So I'm just gonna take the bottom, put it in here. Actually, I'm gonna fill it up with a little more dirt, so it's not sitting deep down in the bucket. And this looked like one of those type of plants. I don't know. I've never grown it, so we're gonna see. But I'm getting the feeling that like it could get bulky and might need to be transplanted into either a bigger pot or the ground. But like I said, I just be testing stuff sometimes, see what'll grow and what'll happen. So this is just gonna be a tester. So I'm gonna put it close to the top. But then I am gonna cover this part up. I'm gonna cover up to where I see the new growth starting. So just let a little bit of that green stick out, and I'm covering the rest. Okay, like that. And then same thing with the second pot. Fill that most of the way up. And this one is like a self-draining pot, so when you water it, this pot has holes on the bottom. So if you don't have flower pots, but you have items that are circular, and you can put some holes in the bottom from drainage, then do that. So now I'm having to move over to this other bag of potting soil. It's got a lot of mulch in it, so this is gonna keep a lot of the moisture in. So I'll wait to put that on top. So again, making just a little hole, enough for this to fit down in. And I wanted to go all the way down until the tops of the greens are sticking out. So little dig up in there, and there we go. Sit her in there, and then put the pot and soil around her like so, like that. And then look at the bok choy. Look at her. She's so cute. So now the next step is to water it. So if you check out one of the last videos I just did with cantaloupes. I got some leftover cantaloupe water from where I was just cleaning them off, and I got virtually all of the seeds out. It probably will be wise to strain it just a little bit more to make sure I don't get none of the seeds in this, but I think I'll be all right. So I'm gonna pour this water, so I'm not wasting it. I'm gonna pour it in my hand. Let me bring the phone down so y'all can see. Hold on. Pour it in my hand so I can catch some of the cantaloupe seeds. Because I don't want to be growing cantaloupes with the bok choy. Yeah, this wasn't wise, guys. So next time, just use some regular outside water, or don't reuse water that still got seeds in it. But y'all get the concept. Water that bad boy. Same with the other. Just gonna water it and then leave it be. And if you're hard-headed like me, just strain your seeds if you're gonna use leftover water. Cover that back up with the soil. And yeah, guys, so that's it. That's how you take simple veggie scraps, reuse them, and then put them in the garden. So again, I had some bok choy. I cut it up. I put the ends of it in a bowl of water for about a week. Every 2-3 days, it was dry out because the plant was soaking in all the moisture. But the top started slowly sprouting. It was no sprout at all when I cut it. And then day by day, it just sprout and sprout and sprout till it got to this point. And I was like, okay, maybe it need to go outside in some dirt. So that's where we're at. I hope this was helpful and exciting, and I hope y'all are learning something from these videos and plan to join me by gardening and planting some of your veggie scraps. But today's edition of Bok Choy is done, and I will see you guys for the next one. Peace.